Right then, YouTube, so today we're off to a classic car specialist called N-Tune. It's E-N Tune. They're based around the Bolton region in Greater Manchester. We've done a lot of work on this car recently, or over the last few years, where my granddad either didn't want to, or, well, he can do anything he wants, so it must have been the fact that he didn't want to do some work on it. We're taking it in today to have the front and rear suspension poly bushes fitted in exchange of the original ones. And I thought I'll just talk to you now before we get on the motorway, because with the hood up it does get a little bit loud, a bit blustery. So I've seen a few videos on how to do it. David Russell Wilkes has put some good ones out, but I can just see the issue being pressing the old bushes out. I'm sure it's not technically that challenging. I can just see it being very, very fiddly, and I can't be arsed, to be fair. So we're going to take it in here, just on the way up now. It's about an hour's journey. Thankfully my granddad's going to meet me there. Actually, we'll spend the day together, and then I'll pick it up this afternoon and it'll be even more of a firm ride. But it was just something, it's not necessary to do this. I'm doing the rear as well, which I think, from what I imagine, there's more longevity in the rear than the front. I've seen the front, they can kind of go out of centre on the wishbones. The rear, they're just strapped to the, not a very informative video, the long thin bits. So I can't see them degrading as much, less movement I think. But I bought the front and rear rebuild kit anyway. I've used MG Owners Club spares for this. They just sold it as a set, and I think it's about 50 quid for the rear and £65 for the front. Bought it a good few weeks ago, so something in that ballpark. So I don't know, I'm assuming, how much will labour be? I'll put it in the video, but I'm assuming 200 quid maybe. Should be a full day to do it, maybe a bit more. I'm not sure. It was just a nice tick in the box, really. The springs in the front have been uprated. I think they're a little bit stiffer. The rear have got the Spax adjustable suspension telescopics on. So this should kind of complete the set. And what I've also done is buy the new nuts, bolts, washers, all that good stuff in stainless steel. So when you look under the car, it should look quite nice and fresh as well, if that's what you're into. Unfortunately, not going to be able to capture any footage of the build, and I don't think it's the sort of place that they'd want a young lad with a GoPro interrupting them with. Kind of just seem to see nice guys and everything, but strike me as the people who want to just crack on and get the job done rather than fart about. It's just a shame as well, we're in rush hour traffic. I've scheduled an hour to get there. My granddad's meeting me at 9, it's 8 o'clock now. I would have set off a bit earlier ideally, but I had a few things to do this morning. So yes, next time you see the car, it'll be all poly bushed up. Right then. This will surely give it a suspension test, this road. Christ. Oh, I've got a loop in my old microphone lead here. So, literally just picked the car up now from N-Tune, just had the bushes done, and it's put a real smile on my face, the outcome. So never make assumptions, and there's 2 cases of that in this video, I guess. I told him I'll drop the car off. I hope the window's not making too much interference, but it's really hot. So I'll drop the car off on Friday. He said, yeah, no problem. So here we are. Got it there this morning. And he said, you're not in a rush for it back, are you? I said, no, anytime today. We'll come late. He said, oh no, it won't be done till Monday. I said, what? I'm going away, this is what I need it. He said, well, I said, you work tomorrow, Saturdays? He said, no, I don't work Saturdays. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, he said, what I can do is I can do half the car, do the front, and then you can come back and have the rear done another time. And I was like, well, if that's all I can do, I'll take it. Start with the front if you won't mind. But due to my granddad's handiwork, who I'm following home, it was all copper slipped and put together really well the first time round, so it kind of just fell apart when he unscrewed it all. I think sometimes they need an absolute bashing to dislodge the rust and corrosion and stuff. I'm just going to adjust this, it's annoying me. The OCD's tripping. So that was really handy. And I got a call, I got a call about 3 o'clock saying, car's ready, done both sides, full car's done, no problem. And I was expecting a bill of about 300 quid as well. I said, how much do I owe? He said, 180 quid plus VAT. So, again, quite pleased with the outcome of today. I apologise for the window being out. It can't be any worse than with the roof up down, can it? So in terms of the bushes, it was worth doing. I kind of wanted to just tick the box that it'd been done. But he showed me the rear shackle bushes. He said they're shot. One of them you could unroll it, it had split down the middle. Apparently they do get a lot of work. The front ones were not too bad. Another assumption that I'd made as part of this video is I just rang the MGB Owners Club and bought a front suspension rebuild kit and a rear suspension rebuild kit, the bushes, and the front anti-roll bar with an upgraded diameter, because it's a little bit wider. Some of what I bought is unusable on the car. The front anti-roll bar bushes are the wrong shape, but the right diameter. Depends on what kit you buy, what bar you buy. So they're only 14 quid or 12 quid or something, but they're now redundant. The big U clamps are too short because this has got parabolic springs which have had a ride height adjustment jobby to make it level again. So that wasn't queried when I bought the kit. They didn't say, oh, by the way, if you've changed your rear suspension, you'll need a different. They just went, okay. But I didn't realise that I should have asked that question. And it turns out that when my granddad had put the parabolic springs on, he'd actually put poly bushes, the rectangular pads, put them on as part of that. So I've got some stuff I didn't use. Not a big deal. I think all in I've paid £130 give or take for the bushes, and that would have been less because I didn't need some of it, and 220-ish. So what's that, 350? Quite pleased with that. And it did need doing, it wasn't just a nice to have. So again, if I can just tick one major job off every year, although I don't think there's many left. I did the exhaust the other year, now I've done the suspension. I guess it's kind of just down to servicing after this. Maybe I'm going to change the hood. I was going to get it all polished. There's a video on that. I was advised against it by the polisher. So maybe I'll change the hood. I'm looking at buying a canvas restorer because the inside's just, it's okay, but it could be, it's not crisp black. But it will be getting some wear and tear because I'm going to take this away, North Coast 500, I'm going to take it to Belgium and things, I'd like to in France. So it'll be up, down, up, down, up, down. And it's dry and it works and it looks alright. So again, I can't see a massive issue with, I think it, Aldridge's near Birmingham Way. Sorry about that rattle there. I think they're known for quite good quality trimming. And I've got a figure of £400, maybe around that ballpark for that. Maybe that'll be a couple of years off. So when I get back, I'll show you under the car. Bent down and had a quick look. You can't really see that much. You can see some new shiny bolts and a lot of copper grease or aluminium. You can hear this. I need to put some cloth because this roll bar, it just catches on the hood. Makes an annoying noise. But yeah, I might go out tomorrow just for a little test ride. Not that I'll notice any difference whatsoever. But it's nice to drive these things. Get through here. Get through here quick. That's what I used to get shouted at me. Get through here quick. Alright, Brenda. I've got a VW trying to motivate me on. Go on, son, have it. Alright, well, we're just going to be driving through the centre of Bolton now, which is not the most entertaining, so I think I'll just sign off here. Catch you in a bit.